This is Politically Incorrect Pop Culture, where I bring you the news of the day. And guess what? It's Friday. Ooh, baby. I cannot wait for the weekend. Working hard for the weekend, that is. So, let's get on with this. I'm your host, Cosmo James. Like, subscribe, and comment, and let's get to it. So, this video, well, I guess this news video is actually very video game heavy. So, if you're not into that, I don't know who isn't nowadays. Thank you for clicking this video. But before you leave, here's the non-video article, and then we'll move on to the video game stuff. So, Warnermedia Productions is starting to cut people off actually, because the Discovery merger is actually happening, and this just popped up say around Wednesday. I wanted to talk about it sooner, but I didn't have the time for it until now. That is. So let's go through it. Let's see who lost their jobs, and I hope for the best for them. So let's see. Less than 24 hours after CEO Jason Killar. Okay, I'm gonna probably butcher all these names, so let's see how far I could go in getting these names right. I'm gonna go with Killar. HBO Max boss Andy Foslis or Farsal, and studio chief Anna Sneeroff, Snarf. Sorry. Okay. Were pink slipped for the soon to disappear Warnermedia. More executives were shown the door Wednesday. Oof, it's not looking good. Yeah, sorry about butchering names, but it's not gonna get any better. So, the group included CEO Jennifer Burry, Jason Killar, right-hand corporate communication person Christy Hingenberg, who is also the chief inclusive officer. Honestly, that's like one of the good things. Whenever you see chief inclusive officer in any position, high position that is, it's not a good thing. Not at all. So, I don't know. This actually might be Warnermedia's redemption arc. It's crazy. Or maybe they're finally realizing this woke bullcrap is not winning them any points. So, EVP Chief Human Resources Officer Jim Cummings, EVP Chief Revenue Officer Tony Gunvals, EVP General Consult Jim Mezzi, and Chief Technology Officer Richard Tom. Well, that sucks for them. I hope they can find a job. As for the chief inclusive officer, get a new job. I mean, like, totally new job. Don't do that anymore. We don't need that anymore. But now that I think about it, Discovery could have their own chief inclusive officer. Ugh. There is no winning, is there? But yeah, if there's any more news about this, I'll be sure to talk about it in the next news video. But you can find more information in the below in the description, because I'll be sure to link this article there. So moving on to some video game news, a lot of video game news. These are gonna be a little quick, for sure, because they're not that big information. But just to remind you all, if you're a big House of the Dead fan, it actually just came out recently. Yep, go play it. I'm gonna play it, and I might review it, but I'm not sure yet. Then again, it's House of the Dead. I don't know how far you could go with reviewing it or anything. I've seen some reviews, that is, and it's exactly what I expected, and that's all I wanted from House of the Dead. It's good. So if it sells good, well enough, I hope we could get a part 2, even part 3. I'll be up for it. So cool. Go download it. It's on the Nintendo eShop. I think you can also get it physical. I think it's exclusive for the eShop, Nintendo, that is, right now. But I wouldn't doubt maybe 6 months, a year from now, it'll probably go to every other console, because usually that's how it works. But it could also just be exclusive. So hey, if you want to play House of the Dead on the go, Nintendo's the best. Speaking of Nintendo, we got some more Nintendo news. This one's a quick one also. It's the update for the Metroid Dread game. Yes, they were going to do two updates. The first one was putting in easy and hard, very hard mode, that is, in Dread. And then on April, they're going to release the next update, would include Boss Rush. I can't wait to play this. I've been wanting to replay it, and I'm going to play it on very hard mode. But I've been sidetracked with other games. But I will come back to it because Metroid Dread was really good. So if you haven't picked it up, pick it up. It's a fine game. And if you really want to test yourself, play it on very hard mode and then go play some Boss Rush. So here's something frightening. Lego and Epic Games are creating a Metaverse place for kids. Yep. I don't know how I feel about the Metaverse. It's coming, so I cannot stop the future from happening. Man, maybe I'm just old. Let's read a little bit about this. Lego has announced they will be teaming up with Fortnite maker Epic Games to build a place for kids to play in the Metaverse. The statement from Lego says the company are entering a long-term partnership to shape the future of the Metaverse to make it safe and fun for kids and family. The Metaverse, for those who don't know, is what some are calling the future of human interactions. It is the online place for people to interact with avatars, to communicate, attend music events, and do many other things. Imagine ground level system to a real life Ready Player One. And the rest of the article just goes through everything they're going to talk about: protecting kids, safeguards, empowering children. A lot could go wrong, honestly, with doing this stuff, and a lot will go wrong because, come on, even kids or anyone, actually any human, will always find a way to break something or change it. So I hope for the best. That's all I can say. I don't like the Metaverse very much, but it's coming, so I better just get on this train. I hope it's not used for evil, but any new technology, well, most of the time it is. Ugh, that sucks. So I saw this little snippet of an article posted by Pimp Master Broda. So the article tagline says Xbox Series X stock shortages to end as Microsoft pays to increase production. I'm not surprised. They have the money to pull that off. So this is what Broda said. Microsoft are basically paying the Chinese factories to cut out Sony and increase chip productions for Series S and X. Now PS5s will be even harder to find. But bet Sony wishes they didn't waste their money buying Bungie. Yeah, I'm not surprised on that whatsoever. Honestly, I believe it. If you have the money, why not? And Microsoft has the money to pull this off. Even look, they could spend like billions upon billions just to make this work, and they will, because they're willing to lose the money. Well, we'll see how this goes. I have not gotten an Xbox S or SX. Ugh, it's so confusing nowadays, and I don't know if I will, but we'll see. I'm still holding out for a PS5. Yeah, but this is some diabolical crap, but business is business. Next, we have some good news, actually. If you haven't known, or you live under a rock, Sonic 2 comes out actually today. Yeah, I've been rewatching the first one. It still holds up. It's fun, and that's what I've been hearing the second one is. It's just a lot of the first one. So, not in a bad way, more of a lot of the good stuff about the first one, moves over to the second one. So I'm excited. I can't wait. Rotten Tomatoes, take it grain of salt because you know how Rotten Tomatoes is, but it's looking pretty good. Critics are so with it, fair, but audience are really loving it, and in the end of the day, that's all that really matters. So I can't wait to watch it. I'll be watching it for sure. I don't know if I'll be able to do it this weekend, but I'm gonna watch it. I can't wait. So yeah, I got two more things to talk about, and these are the censoring. Ah, how I hate censoring in games. But it happens. Uh, one of them I could actually rebuttal. I might have a good one for that. The second one, not so much. That one is just asinine. This one comes from the Chrono Cross remaster that just came out recently. So, one of the characters, if you noticed, this was the 99 version, the original one. You could see that she had actually panties, and you can actually see a little bit of it. On the remastered version, though, you see that she actually has bloomers this time around. Yeah, people are not happy. First of all, because you know how it is nowadays with the whole woke and social justice and censoring because you can't show enough stuff. So, a lot of people are triggered by this, sadly. I would be too, but I have a rebuttal. And the rebuttal is Sakurai actually talked about this, especially when it comes to the Japanese rating system. He talked that while making Smash, the Japanese rating system was very uh, anal, a pain in the ass at times when he said that he was trying to just make characters. So this is why certain characters had their clothes censored, like Pyra Mitra, or how Palutena also had her clothes altered, and you can't see under Peach's skirt. It's just a void. He came out saying that it's just a pain in the ass to deal with that. So that's my guess in this situation. Square Enix has to deal with the new censoring, and they figured like if we want to keep it the same rating, we'll have to alter it a little bit. It sucks. Yeah, it does suck because I don't like censoring, but there's a good reason why. Now this one I cannot defend one bit. So, one of the characters, her name is Zaya, or Zera, if you want to go fancy. One of her skins was altered because of the Z. I'll show you why. So, let me show you the picture first, and then we'll go a little bit through the article. This is the original one. Oh, sorry. This is the original one. You see the Z. It's like, oh, okay. It's the Z is probably standing for a name, Zara. And this is the new one. They took out the Z. And like, okay, why would they do that? Well, I'll show you why. Because asinine, stupid reasons. Apparently, the Z stands for something with Russia or Putin. So, this is what he said. A call on all states to criminalize the use of the Z symbol. Yeah, okay. As a way to publicly support Russia's war of aggression against Ukraine, Z means Russia war crimes, bombed out cities, thousands of murdered Ukrainians. Public support of the barbarism must be forbidden. And I'm sure Activision Blizzard saw this tweet and they quickly rushed to their games to edit out the symbol of hatred, even though most likely the Z stand for her name. Jesus. Nope. As I said before, and I'm keep saying it, he can't help us now. This is fucking retarded. Yeah. This is stupid. The censoring. This is the type of censoring that would go against totally. The other thing with Square Enix, I could give it a pass. I don't like it, but there might be a good reason for it. There is no good reason for this. This is just stupid. This is dumb. Right. I'm gonna end this here because I'm gonna go on a rant, and you don't want me to go for another 10 minutes. So, it's been fun. I hope you have a good weekend. See you back next week. And until next time, see ya.